Hello everyone, you all are welcome to my YouTube channel once again. My name is Ezenasi, and if this is your first time of coming across my video, thank you for stopping by. Please do not forget to hit the subscribe button, and also don't forget to turn on your notification bell so that you'll be notified each time I upload a new video. On today's video, I'll be showing you guys how to draft your own basic skirt pattern. It's beginners friendly and it's very easy to understand. Yeah, so if you're really interested in learning how to draft your own basic skirt pattern, please keep on watching. Okay, let's begin. Okay guys, we're going to be drafting the basic skirt pattern. We're going to be using here as our starting line. This is going to serve as our starting line here. Okay, then the skirt length I'll be working with is 22. I'll be working with the skirt length of 22. Okay, this 22, then I'll be adding 1 inch allowance for folding. That's making it 23. Ignore the lines that you're seeing everywhere. I actually made a sketch before on the back of the paper, so the thing is now reflecting in the reflecting here. So that is the reason, because I used a marker. So please just ignore these lines. So now, after marking out the length of the skirt, then I'm going to mark out my hip depth. My hip depth is 9. Then I'll mark it out. Waist measurement I am working with is 36. So 36 divided by 4. That's how you're going to do it. 36 divided by 4. First you divide by 2, then it gives you 18. And 18 divided by 2 will give you 9. Then you mark it out. Then add 1 inch for ease. Then 1 inch for sewing allowance, making it 2. Yeah, ignore this one. That's everything will be 2 inches. Then our hip, you come down to the hip depth. The hip measurement we're working with is 43. So 43 divided by 4. First you divide by 2. You fold your tape this way. Fold it to 43. Then it gives you 21 and a half. Then you take your tape, the head of your tape, to 21 and a half again. So 10 and a half. Then 1 inch for ease and 1 inch for sewing allowance, making it a total of 2 inches. So remember, if you're cutting on your material, you have to fold your material into 2. It's because I'm using a pattern paper, so no need folding it into 2, because it will be a waste of paper. But if you're cutting on your material, you have to fold it into 2. Okay, so that is it. So now, if you're sewing a straight skirt, just normal straight skirt without it being penciled, then this measurement we have here, this 12 and a half we have here, you just take it down. And then rule your line. You understand? Actually, what I want to cut is a pencil skirt, but just to make you guys understand what I'm talking about, I'll be using my pen to sketch this straight skirt, because that's not what I want to cut. What I want to cut is a pencil skirt. But just for you people to understand what I'm talking about, when you are cutting a straight skirt, you just carry the measurement you got on your hip, you just take it down to the length of your skirt. That's 12 and a half. You mark it here, then it goes like this. So now I will sketch out from my waist to the hip with my marker. So then if it is a straight skirt you want to cut, then you take it down to this place I marked with my pen. Let me just make a dotted line. So this is it. You just take it down without curving it. So then if it is a pencil skirt, just like I said, I'll be sewing a pencil skirt. So for the pencil skirt, this thing I got here, together with the allowance, everything together with allowance, which is 12 and a half. So just like I said, from here, from this 12 and a half we have here, you minus 1.5 to get the thing you're going to apply here. That's the thing that will make your skirt to be penciled. So when you minus 1.5 from here, you're going to get 11. So you see, you're going to have 11 here, then you bring down the 11 down here. So this is it. This is the line here. So then you make your curve starting from this place. Remember, this is the actual measurement and this is the allowance, ease allowance. So from here you take your, you draw your line, your pencil skirts. From here to here is your pencil skirts. Then from here to here, this dotted line is your straight skirt. Okay, so normally you're not supposed to leave this curve to be sharp like this. So you come here, you make a little, you give it a shape like this. From here you give it a shape like this. Yes, it's not supposed to be pointed. The curve is not supposed to be pointed. It goes like this. So this is how it's supposed to be. Then after that, you take your dart measurement. Your dart measurement, you measure your nipple to nipple measurement. That's your bust span. My nipple to nipple measurement is 8 divided by 2 is 4. So you measure 4 from your center line. This is our center line. So you measure 4. Then here you come out by ½ inch from this line, from this point here. You come in by ½ inch. You take ½ inch here and then ½ inch here also. Are you seeing what I'm talking about? I measured 4 starting from the center line to this place. Then I measured half here. From here I measured half here. Then you come down by 4 inches, sorry. You come down by 4 inches. Then you connect like this. This 4 inch, this is the distance. Then you connect like this. So this is it, and that's all for the front. Then we cut out. Now the next thing we're going to cut out now is the back. We're just going to do the same thing for the back. The only difference is just the zip allowance and also the darts. Yes, that's just different between the back and the front, but every other thing is the same. So then you come on the center back, you measure out 3 inches down. And this should be our starting line for the back. Then from here you measure 3 inches. 3 inches down to the length of the skirt. So then you place the front part on this line. You're just going to keep it on this line. In order to avoid it from moving, you can just pin it down with your office pin. So you can pin it down with your office pin so that it will not be moving around. So that is it. I'm done pinning it down. So then for the zipper allowance, then you come here on the waist part, you measure out 1.5. On the waist part, you measure out 1.5. On the hip part, you measure out 2. Then on the down part, the skirt length, you measure out, you measure out 1.5 also. Okay, then from the skirt's length, if you want it to have a slit, then you come up depending on the length of the skirt. If you're showing a long skirt, which I'm still going to show you guys how to do, but now let's just focus on a short skirt, then you come up by 5 inches. That's the slits. This is the space for the slits. That's if you want it to have a slit. Well, normally you're supposed to put a slit on your skirt so that you'll be able to move around, except if it is a very short skirt. Then you don't need a slit for it. Then the reason why we came out here by 2 inches is because of your buttocks. Yes, your back side is not flat. Yes, it's not flat. It has a shape. So that's why we're coming out, we're extending it to 2 inches. So now this is how I'm going to draw it out. So now you see the shape that it has. You see the shape it has here, because here is where your buttocks is going to fall in. So this place is not supposed to be flat because you don't have a flat back, a flat buttocks. You understand? So that is it. So then let's cut it out. So this is it for the back. And when cutting on your fabric, do not forget to put a notch on the zip allowance so that you know that where you're going to put in your zip. So for the back dart, from this line, you also come in by 4 inches. That's your nipple to nipple measurement. Just like I said before, mine is 4. In the front, we came down by 4 inches, but for the back, we're going to come down with 5 inches. Come down with 5 inches. Then you connect. So then, from this line, you come out by half inch, and going by half inch too. Then you connect the line down to this place. So this is it for the skirts. This is the front, and then this is the back. As you can see, it's a very simple thing to make. So please, if you find this tutorial interesting, I'd like you to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification, click on the notification bell so that you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. Thank you, and see you all in my next video. Ciao.